Loaded.com. Get the biggest game
Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creative Team Career here on the BC with Cadillac. Just 3 rounds to go. It's the start of the triple header to end the season, round 22, and we are heading to Las Vegas. and the title is probably going to be decided tonight. George needs, I think, if memory serves, just 1 point to become world champion. I think I've got the maths right now. There are 75 points available. Max is 74 points behind. George has 7 wins. Max only has 1, so they can afford to finish tied at the very end, which is highly unlikely. If George gets 1 point, Max wins the next 3 races. They would finish tied on points, but on countback, George would win due to having got 7 wins against what would be 4 wins for Max. If he were to win all 3 of the Grand Prix, and George scoring just 1 point in the remaining Grand Prix. So the title is as good as done. It just needs to be confirmed. That will almost certainly happen tonight. Although we have seen retirements at the circuit before, so it's not impossible. It could possibly get stretched to Qatar, but I don't think it will. Evening, Dino. Hello to everyone else lurking in the chat. Let's get ourselves jumped straight into Vegas, shall we? We've got the best parts on the car that we possibly can. So, let's set our targets. I think we can do quite well here. So we're going 18th with both.
Welcome to the Silver State of Nevada for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Here we are in the entertainment capital of the world as Formula One prepares to take over the Las Vegas Strip. As night falls, the stars will be coming out, and we're in for a spectacular show, both on and off the track.
In the Constructors' title battle, it's Mercedes who are currently leading. And with round 22 underway, there are only a handful of points left to claim in this season.
There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One.
Yeah, it seems the Constructors' Championship will be settled tonight as well. I forgot that still needs just a couple more points to be settled. So it could be a very, very good night for Mercedes indeed. Let's take a quick look. We can't yet. We'll have to do it when we get into the session. I was going to say, let's take a quick look at the actual constructor standings. There are 43 points available for each of the last 3 rounds. So that is 129 points available. I believe the gap is somewhere around about 70-80 points. Maybe more. Not entirely sure. We are going to run hard, medium, and soft across the 3 sessions. We are going to run the rookies today. So let's put Logan and Jack into the cars. There we go. I'm curious to see how much we'll get out of the soft tyres. I'm going to put 25 laps of fuel in. It's normally only 16 laps to get 2 separate runs in this session. So we're going to try and see if how far they can go on 25 laps. Setups are generally pretty easy to figure out on this circuit. I mean, the niggly bits can be a bit frustrating, but the setup window is pretty narrow. So pretty much every setup is going to have a front wing ranging from 0 to 1. A rear wing of 10.5, maybe on the odd occasion 10, maybe the odd occasion 11. We're going to go pretty much almost always 1.9 on the roll bar. And then it's usually quite low on the camber and middle to high on the toe. That's the way this circuit is. So we'll see. We'll see if we can nail it. We'll go with 2 separate setups. Let's start, though, by taking out the good bits and putting in the not so good bits for practice. Let's go with that gearbox. There we go. And moving over to car 2, again, we'll put some extra fuel in. I don't think we'll get the full 25 laps, but I do want to try and figure out just how durable the softs are, because that will have a huge impact on what strategy we run tonight. I am thinking soft, medium, but it all depends on, as I say, how durable these softs are going to be. Hence the extra fuel. Driving options, we've done the battery. Did I do it for car 1? Yes, I did. Car parts then for car 2. Not a lot of options here. Checo's engine, not great. And yet he still has been outperforming Valtteri. We only have the one ERS. It's got to get through 3 more full weekends. So not just the racing, but practice as well. Shame we can't put a broken one in, seeing as we never use it anyway. It will help keep the wear down a little bit during practice. Should only lose a couple of % across the whole practice weekend. And we need the setups now. So let's start with car 2, because we're already on car 2. We're going to go with a 1 on the front wing, a 10.5, a 1.9, like so. I'm going to drop this down a little bit to... Yeah, we'll go to there, and then we'll push that up a little bit as well. We'll go to there. So car 2 is done. Let's do car 1. We want something a little different. Let's go with a 0 on the front wing, a 10.5 on the rear. Go with a 1.9. And then I'll go down just a tiny little bit and up just a little bit to there. And let's see how we get on with that. All right, let's hit the track.
Green light.
Don't forget to vote on the poll on the channel to help decide which Grand Prix we will be removing from the calendar along with Zandvoort at the end of the season. And also, let me know in the comments of that poll as well which races you might like to see a sprint at next season. Because we will be adding in 4 more sprints to take it up to a total of 10 sprints. Still have the audio bug here, it would seem, at this circuit. No engine noise. We do have some rookies tonight. No rookies for Ferrari. Ugo's in for Piastri at McLaren. Nagel's in for Max at Red Bull. Victor Martin is in for George at Mercedes. No rookies for Alpine. Porsche is in for Sainz at Williams. Kian Shields is in for Behrman at Haas. And that's your lot, as well as ours, of course.
Anything we can help you with?
We're into optimal. That's good. Look at the tyres. Tyres are hot.
Yep, understood.
So,
Just cool
that's
down the tyres as
interesting.
much as you can.
I said it would be hot around this circuit, and I looked at the temperature and said, that's not hot. But tyres are definitely looking a little toasty. Let's check in then with that feedback from Logan. It is 97%. Excellent start. Excellent start. Let's see what we can get with Jack. 93. Not quite as good, but it's still a nice, strong starting base. Tyres down to 32%, but they did take some additional punishment in those early laps because I wasn't monitoring the temperatures. And they were melting a little bit. We've managed 12 laps. It's a 50-lap race, so if we can get somewhere close to 15 laps out of a set of softs and do that twice, then we've got 20 laps on a set of mediums. That would work. And then we'd have a set of hards in reserve as well. And we're able to check the hard temperatures in the next session when we run Valtteri and Checo. We got some issues for Lewis.
Engine's not running smoothly.
You know whose engines are running smoothly? Cadillacs. Maybe you should join Cadillac. Powered by Ferrari.
And tire phase update when you can.
Struggling a lot with the rears.
Copy, understood.
So tyres are pretty much dead, but we've done, I think, 15 laps. Let's call them in.
My tires are getting slightly worse, mainly rear axle.
Copy.
Both drivers having a little moan about the lack of grip. Oh, we actually got 17 laps out of that. So yeah, it looks like we can get 15 laps out of the tyres. As long as we pay attention to the temperatures at the beginning of the stint. So we need just 3%. That's a change to the cornering. Let's take it down. I think. Or maybe do I take it up? Let's take it down. And let's bring that back to there. And we'll try that. So run plan. 18 laps of fuel. Here comes Crawford. So a little bit more needed here. Oh, everything's just a little off, isn't it? Ah. All right. Let's take the front wing down to a 0.5. Let's push that up slightly to a 3.05. Push that up to a 0.7. Let's try that. See how we get on with those changes. Looks like Hamilton's going to get a new engine tonight. It's gone orange, which means it will be replaced. Whatever's troubling Alonso's car could well get fixed this weekend as well before the Grand Prix. And Mercedes looking ominously quick once again. So, what is the points difference in the constructors' standings? Let's have a look. Yep, Alonso is going to get a replacement part.
But there! Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
Where are we? Drivers, constructors, here we go. So Mercedes have a 61-point lead over McLaren, and 129 points are available. So after tonight, that will go down to a maximum of 86 points available. And if Mercedes can pick up another 20 plus points on McLaren, then that's it. You know, it is possible for Mercedes to win tonight. McLaren would need to have a bit of a shocker for that to happen, I think, and Mercedes would need to get a very strong result themselves, but it is doable. As I say, they're 61 points ahead, so if they get 25, 26 points tonight, if they get 26, they're guaranteed to do it. And again, the difference in victory is it's 5 wins for McLaren, 8 wins for Mercedes, because Kimi's won a race. Oscar has won more races than Lando, I think. Let's have a look. Oscar's won 4 races. Yeah, Lando's won 1. And Kimi has got 1 win to his name. Let's take another look at the drivers, because I forgot to do that. Oh no, the tyres are still set, aren't they? Just out of the window, so could be a little bit of work needed to keep these tyres operating perfectly, but the wear rate's much better. Look, do we have feedback yet? We do from Logan. 95%, so we've actually gone backwards slightly. Still waiting on Crawford. We might not get the full feedback before the end of the session. It'll be tight. It'll be very tight.
And check at flag.
Come on, Jack. Yes! Just 97. It's the same. No, wait. It was 93, wasn't it? It was 97 with Logan. So we have made some progress with that car. And we have penalties to be applied. So Lewis, as we said, probably getting a new engine. He's got a penalty. Teo's got a penalty. So does Kian in the Haas. And that was Ollie Behrman's car, wasn't it? I think. Yes, Behrman's car. And Sainz's car. So 3 drivers will have some penalties today. Let's prep for this run. So let's up the front wing. Take that back down. Actually, let's put the front wing. Take that down to there. Let's take that down. That doesn't look good. I think that needs to be there. So we'll put that back to a 0. Let's revert and work from that. So that's where we were. We went down and it went wrong. So let's try going up. Let's see if that works. Run plan. We want to run 30 laps, I think. There we go. Drop that down. And what do we need to change? Ooh, that is very, very close. Looks like we might be running the same setup with both cars tonight. Potentially. Or at least something very, very close to that. Let's try that.
So now we
Out
have
with
green light.
Valtteri, out with Checo. And let's pay attention to our tyre temps. See if these tyres will keep themselves in the window or if they are going to need to be pushed. Perez's tyres getting a little bit of extra heating from the back of Valtteri. But they are just about getting themselves into the window. So hard tyres look like they could actually be a very good option. Maybe we start on the mediums and go hards to the end. Let's see how durable these tyres are. They're down 15% after just 7 laps. That's not a massively encouraging sign.
Any comments there?
We've gone the wrong way with Valtteri again, it would seem.
Copy.
95 again. This is where these setups get a little frustrating. Alright, let's wait for Checo. %, again.
Yeah, copy.
Still, given that we have 100% car part knowledge, we're getting a nice little chip in now from Fittipaldi. We won't actually need to get these setups up to 100. Enough track running will cover the shortfall, and we'll have 100% prep anyway. It's just my ego doesn't like it when I don't get setups to 100. Evening, Farah. Were you still around at the end of last night's stream, Farah, or not? Dino's already tried to pull a mind trick on me in the comments from last night's stream. So you didn't see who we made a new contract offer for? Alright, we made the 30 laps. And what did the tyres end up at? 32%. So they will go 30 laps. Okay, that's good to know. Probably not going to have massive pace, but could be a good race tyre. See what the medium does in the next session. Let's see if we can figure out this setup. Hang on a minute. This is the same setup as the one that we said didn't work, isn't it? I think it is. That's what I wanted to run, and it didn't run it. or something similar to that. Yeah, we made him another offer last night. One last Hail Mary. See if we can get him. Actually, with slightly less favourable terms on his part than his initial request. So, might work, might not. It's a huge gamble if we do sign him because, you know, he'll instantly improve our pace being in the car, but it's whether we can actually afford the cost that will be associated with that. That's the thing. Might bankrupt the team. Evening, Johnny. Yeah, Dino started arguing that I should sign Colapinto instead. Yeah, you two are thick as thieves in the Hamilton Appreciation Society. Oh, we got an extra penalty. Alonso. So his part did go. He is now going to get a penalty. Okay, 2 sessions down. We are close to reaching maximum setup. We're going to run the mediums in the final session and see if we can nail these setups once and for all.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green light.
Yeah, we jumped you. Doubtful I'll have a championship winning car. No, I won't. There's absolutely no way I'll have a championship winning car. But we know that drivers play a massive role in just how much pace you can extract from the car. Yeah. And, you know, Valtteri and Perez have done a decent job. Valtteri especially has done a very good job this season. But Hamilton is just way higher on another level. So he would be able to get us challenging for points a lot more consistently. Whereas Colapinto would initially be a step back from what we have right now. Although he's younger and has a higher development curve. So by the end of the season, he would probably be up to the level of where Perez is now. But the other reason I was looking at Hamilton as well, not just for the pace, but also for the commercial opportunities. He has a 100 out of 100 marketability rating, which would be massive for the sponsors. We could also put him into car development as well, although I think I'll probably be doing that with Valtteri. And that could really help us develop the car next season as well. So there's massive benefits in terms of the upside of signing Hamilton. There's also a massive downside in the absolutely astronomical amount of money it would cost me. And if he doesn't accept the offer, then we will abandon the option. But, I mean, I've made him the best offer I can justify, which is around 40 million. And I can't really justify that. I might have to actually completely bin off Perez rather than moving him to development. Might just have to really financially hammer myself and just buy his contract out so I don't have that large bill hanging around my neck. Because we have got Ricardo for commercial work as well. He's got a pretty high commercial rating. And he's only costing me, what, 3.5 mil a season? So much more tolerable. Tyres have fired up nicely, look. So this now gives me a quandary. Do I go soft, medium? Or do I go medium, hard? They're overheating. Okay, let's try knocking them down a little bit.
Understood.
It's Tony and Verstappen levels of crazy money.
Tires, okay?
Yeah, but I think he put a big bonus in Hamilton's contract as well. I specifically ripped that part of Hamilton's contract out. He does not get a bonus on race position. Especially considering what he's after. He was after about 800, 900,000 for finishing in 17th. Or higher. I can do that for free with Perez. Go medium soft one stop. The tyres will not last on that Harvey. We're running a tyre mod. So the tyres are not going to be durable enough to that. I'll be lucky to get 15 laps out of the soft tyres. And I won't get, I don't think, 30 laps out of the mediums, even if I could somehow stretch the softs, close to 20. So it is either a two-stop with softs and then a set of mediums, or a one-stop with mediums and hards. The hards, I can get 30 laps out of those without too many issues. I just don't know what the pace of those tyres is going to be like. So a little bit of F1 news. The Massa trial started today. He's suing Bernie Ecclestone and F1 management for 64 million as a result of the 2008 season, claiming a conspiracy. I don't think there's ever been a court case like this before. Even Senna didn't sue when he lost the title in 1989. McLaren were holding a protest in reserve over the Suzuka result, but with Senna's retirement in Adelaide the following race, which was the final race of the season, it kind of made it immaterial because he would have lost the title anyway as a result of that retirement. But no, that was just a straight, formal complaint within the governing body, rather than a lawsuit. Liverpool are losing again. Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't know what the hell's going on with Liverpool at the moment. It's like they're a completely different team. Salah's not been happy. He scored once from open play this season. I don't think Van Dijk's been all that good this season either.
He pushed me off.
We've seen it. Anything
All right, we have an
on the
optimal
car?
rating with both drivers.
Yeah, keep it.
Copy, understood.
Yes, 100 with Valtteri and 99 with Checo. And that, I think, is going to be pretty easy. Weakened team, but we're at home. 2-0 down against Crystal Palace. Yeah, I don't know why we field a weakened team against Crystal Palace of all teams. That's just asking to get our asses kicked. So, about 15 laps, about 50% on the tyres. So we're probably looking at about 25 laps on the mediums. But we'd have to run them at this pace. Yes, I saw a headline on that as well, Dino, but I didn't get the opportunity to actually open the article and read it. I saw that an emergency session had been called. It is the most farcical situation that he's going to basically run unopposed because you need to have a representative, you know, for your council that you're going to, you know, submit along with your own election entrance. You need to have your cabinet positions effectively. You need to have a representative from each major sporting body. And there's only one, only one single representative from South America who's already, you know, given the nod for Mohammed bin Sulayem. So that basically means that unless somebody else can get approved for that region, there will be nobody that is able to be part of, you know, of an election campaign for, you know, one of the major candidates. And you know who approves those? Mohammed bin Sulayem. Isn't that coincidental? Okay, practice is done then. So, Hamilton, Alonso, Sainz, Behrman, and it's just those four. I thought there was another one. Those four will have engine penalties of some description tonight. That could have an impact on qualifying. Yuki Tsunoda ends up finishing top in the final practice session. Antonelli fourth. Where is George? George was all the way down in 15th. George just needs 1 point from the remaining three races to win the World Championship. And McLaren need a miracle. Mercedes only need 26 points to guarantee that they will be Constructors' Champions. Both of our drivers should be going in with maximum confidence, so I've made that little tweak. That will be confirmed once we start qualifying. So, about as good as it's going to get, I think. Let's get ready for qualifying.
Will practice pay off for the drivers? Well, we're about to find out in qualifying.
Qualifying is when F1's most glamorous street circuit really comes into its own, with cars on full throttle down a huge section of the Las Vegas Strip. Getting tyres into the optimal temperature range will be crucial to setting a good time here.
Now, Karun, you and I were actually just talking about that man there, Max Verstappen. How do you think he'll be feeling today?
We saw them set an impressive lap time in practice, so it's a great start as they move into qualifying. But as we all know, a good performance in practice doesn't guarantee success over the rest of the weekend.
Stay with us as we see who can deliver on motorsport's biggest stage.
Okay, let's stick the best bits we've got back in the car, shall we? So let's see if Valtteri can actually outperform Checo tonight. We are at the point as well now this season where once the last spares that are being made are made, that's it. There will be no more spares made in an effort to avoid spending money where possible, because it's entirely possible we could be about to spend an awful lot.
Green light.
See if we can. Nope, we can't. I was going to say, let's see if we can pull off a slipstream behind our cars. And we can't because we got separated by Alonso.
Try to work on the front tires.
Evening, Esparza.
Copy. Reminder for brake temperature. Copy.
Who's that behind us? Bortoletto behind us. And we're going to see a very, very good day for Mercedes today. Can they wrap up both titles? They would need McLaren to have a little bit of a nightmare tonight to do the constructors, but they say the drivers' championship all but confirmed already.
Mode push for last corner. Mode push.
Tire temps are good. Gap is good. So remember, mode push, good to go.
All right, here we go. We've got one car in front of us. That is George Russell. Please give me an engine noise. Ah! Back to milk float racing again. Where is George? We'll get him on the strip, it would seem. 46-0. What the hell, Checo? Oh, wait, did I forget to change his engine? No. No, I gave him the best bits that he's got. He's just really slow. 46.0. It's shocking. His tyres are melting now as well. Already down to 85%. We haven't even crossed the line yet. And of course, Alonso is getting a monster slipstream. What can Valtteri do? 1.5 seconds off.
Copy.
And a long way behind Bortoletto.
Mode in, please. Mode in.
Copy.
That's really not encouraging.
Watch out for Perez.
All right, let's check in on George. Champion-elect. That's a strong first sector. 44.0. He'll have a clean run to the line now as well. What happened to Perez in that first sector? Right, up to the line for George. And he's behind Alonso, but Alonso got that monster slipstream, so not that surprising. Yuki looked quick in practice. He's coming up to the line. Let's see what he does. He's going to get a little bit of a slipstream there
Limiter on
before
and stop on the mark.
Perez pulls into the pit lane. He goes
Watch your
third.
speed in the pit
Couple
lane.
of tenths off.
Stop on the marks.
Oh man, I can't believe those tyres. They're down to 76%. Oh, Christ alive. We might just see a lot of one-stops from the AI simply because they might not have any soft tyres left after qualifying. Okay, Norris to the line. McLaren need a good result tonight.
Watch for traffic. We need a good warm-up on front
And he's
brake.
half a second slower
Copy.
than George so far. But all he needs to do is get through this session.
So you're in a good position.
What about Charles? What can Charles do? He goes up to P5. Behrman is ahead of him in P4. Did Behrman get a tow? I don't know. Don't think so. Albon's only good enough for 13th, but he looks like he got held up really badly. Look how far off the pace he is. He lost a monster amount of time in the middle sector. Look, 32.7. That's where he lost all of his time. That's an awful middle sector. He was pretty good everywhere else, but he lost 4.5 seconds in that middle sector alone. That's not good at all. Is that Lawson behind me? No, it's Lindblad on an in-lap. So we have a little bit of clear space.
And track is clear, track clear.
That's Sainz heading back to the pits as well.
Tyre temps look good. Good to go, good to go.
Is there someone coming out the pits? It is. Perez is through. Actually, no, I think it was just someone pulling into the pits. Or 2 cars pulling into the pits. So we've got a nice clean run here through the first sector at least. We've got Verstappen here on an outlap. Ocon goes P3. Wow, Haas are looking quick tonight. Piastri in P4. Although I think Ocon might have got a slipstream behind Piastri. Hamilton only goes 11th. He's got a brand new engine part, but it hasn't done him massive favours so far. Lawson 17th. He has been held up somewhere in the first sector as well. Look down 2 seconds to Perez in the first sector. There is Max ahead of us. We might have a little bit of an issue into the end of the lap here. I think... No, we'll be clear. We'll be clear. It's certainly a much better lap from Perez. He's matching Valtteri. It's going to be nip and tuck between these two. It's not going to be an amazingly good time for either, given that the tyres are now dead, I'm guessing. 60%. Oof. There we go. Almost identical. Just little bits of separation, rounding errors has separated them.
You are P15. Then we will go mode in and cool the car.
But not great pace. Again, well, we know how bad the car is. Not a good first sector for Verstappen. He's lost a second at least. In fact, if you compare to Antonelli, he's lost 1.5 seconds. So this isn't going to be a great time for Max either. Here's Antonelli. Gasly goes purple in the middle sector. Oh, he's getting a tow right behind Antonelli, no wonder. And we have a yellow flag on track. It's Hulkenberg.
I'm not quite sure what's happened there.
My nemesis from season 1 of our Mercedes file at F1 Manager 2023. Oh, that's an unusual one. That's a very unusual one. Old man Nico can't drive anymore, it would seem. Alright, so Gasly goes P12. Antonelli's only P14. Yeah, he took out Lewis at Monaco when we had we were on for our first win of the season, and then we didn't actually get our first win of the season until Singapore. And then Hamilton won the next, 7-8 races straight. Won the World Championship at the very death.
Pit me.
Pit limiter on, please.
Stop in front of the garage.
Some memorable moments in that
Limiter on.
in that season. George at Imola, the race before Monaco, giving a masterclass in defensive driving. Who is the other guy? United King of Denmark, Vesti. Yes, probably. he was the Mercedes reserve along with Mick Schumacher. Actually, no. Mick Schumacher was the reserve. Freddie Vesti would have been probably from our Aston Martin playthrough when we signed him and Felipe Drugovich for our challenge mode. And Felipe, and Monaco once again proved to be a memorable moment in the Aston Martin challenge where both Vesti and Drugovich both ran out of fuel meters from the line. Oh yeah, that's right. I think that might have been Imola. I forget which circuit it was, but yeah, Vesti took out Hamilton on lap 1. I'm pretty sure it was at the Villeneuve chicane at Imola. You were a very happy boy that day. All right, let's see if we can at least get out of this session. I doubt it, but you never know. When do I go, though? When do I go? Not yet. What is the target time? 1:34. So we're probably going to need to go out no later than 2 minutes 30. Out goes Lando. Just as Oscar starts to come around to start his lap. Is he going to get in his teammate's way? I don't think so. There goes Antonelli, who for some reason we still have highlighted. All right, let's send our boys now.
Get everything as you want it to be for the start of the lap.
Copy.
So, is that Ocon on an out lap? Yes, it is. And then Hulkenberg and Verstappen. Got an Aston behind, and that is Tsunoda. So we haven't got to worry about Tsunoda. Hadjar's on an in lap. Bortoletto's just starting his lap, so he might come through. I think we have a good chance of getting a clean run here, which we need if we're going to have any chance of trying to get out of this session. Albon crosses the line and improves from 5.5 seconds off the pace to just 0.3. So he's safe. 5 of the 6 cars in the bottom are on out laps. One of them's already on a quick lap. Or just starting his quick lap now, I think. But yeah, Max currently down in 21st. Look how much traffic there is on the track.
You are good to go.
A lot of these cars, though, will be piling it into the pits as well.
For traffic. It will be mode push for last corner.
So Hadjar's at risk. Antonelli's at risk as well. But I think Antonelli's on a lap. Yes, he is. Good first sector for Lindblad, all things considered. It'll be quicker than us. 43.8 for Antonelli. That is a very, very strong opening sector. 44.6 for Valtteri. 44.7 for Perez. It's not looking good, is it? Personal best in the first sector and then nowhere near good enough to get us through. Out of the way gets Charles Leclerc or Hamilton, one of the two. They're both on the back straight. It was Leclerc. There's Hamilton. Found some time in the middle sector, but again, it's not good enough. We are going to finish bottom, I think. Maybe we might jump Nico. Antonelli goes top. Gasly's P2. Valtteri improves to 19th. Perez improves to 20th. And we're going to get bumped down by Max Verstappen in a second. There we go. Max up to 9th. Hamilton's out. Hamilton out in 17th, along with Arvid Lindblad, Isaac Hadjar, Bottas, Perez, and Nico Hülkenberg. So, big shock exit in Q1. He's got a penalty as well, so he's going to be starting from the back of the grid. Alonso, Esteban Ocon, Carlos Sainz, Ollie Behrman, they all have penalties as well. But they have made it through to the next round. Let's see who sticks it on pole. It is Antonelli, and George is second. Leclerc third, Piastri fourth. Norris down in 9th, but will move up 2 places thanks to Sainz and Behrman's penalties. Max did not make the top 10 on pace, but has a chance of getting pushed back up. So that's it for the driver's title then. He's starting 8 places behind his rival. 9 places at the moment before penalties, so maybe 7. And Mercedes 1-2 to lead the grid away against McLaren, who needed to get a maximum haul really tonight.
The city of Las Vegas is abuzz with excitement, and the drivers now ready themselves for 50 laps under the lights.
Las Vegas is a super fast street circuit, and the long straight along the dazzling strip could be a tempting and yet challenging place to try and overtake.
Formula One's highest speed street circuit promises incredible action up and down the Las Vegas Strip. Racing at night means track temperatures will be lower, so data from free practice 2 could be crucial to managing both qualifying and the Grand Prix. Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
Right, let's take a look at the amended grid after penalties are applied, shall we? So, it will be Antonelli and Russell on the front row, Leclerc, Piastri in the second row, Colapinto and Gasly locking out row 3. Then row 4, Yuki is Norris ahead of Tsunoda, Max up to 9th, Albon into 10th. Then Lawson, Bortoletto, Lindblad, Hadjar, Bottas and Perez will start 15th and 16th ahead of Hülkenberg. Then the penalties, Alonso, Ocon both getting a 10-place penalty. Then Sainz, Behrman and Hamilton all getting 21-place penalties. So they will occupy the final 3 slots on the grid. Let's take a look then at strategy. We could go for this one stop. Can't. go for that two-stop. Tyres won't last. But we could make this work. We could also potentially do this, which might be a little bit better. It isn't. It's the slowest. We could go with this, but I don't want to melt the tyres. I don't know. I don't know. It's the honest answer. Maybe we do need to run with these compounds. Go medium, medium, hard. Or hard push, then medium, medium. What about a hard, medium, soft? Let's get rid of these strategies that we're not going to use. We might use that if we get an early safety car, but that would mean starting on the mediums. Let's have a look at a soft, medium, hard. Medium, hard, medium, medium is the way to go, but I don't want to start on the hard tyres. So I think we might need to nurse our tyres a little bit based on qualifying, or based on practice, to stop these from melting. That's why I'm wondering whether or not this might be the right strategy. I think I'm going to go with that strategy for Valtteri, and we can amend and adjust based on how the first stint goes. I think we will do... Oh my god, look at that. Not doing that strategy. That's for damn sure. Let's start Perez on mediums. And go medium, medium, hard. But again, I think we'll have to nurse the tyres at some points because they'll be overheating. So we might not even end up pushing them this hard. Which could, again, change our strategy quite dramatically. I'm going to take some fuel out of the car. It's 2 kilos per lap. So I'm going to take 3 laps out. We're going to go very hard off the line. See if we can maybe jump another place or two before all the big boys start coming through with their penalties. And we are prepped and ready for the start of the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. The anticipation and excitement may be building up, but there's a cool head on Carlos Sainz.
Starting in 20th isn't the ideal way to go
Because he's
into
a smooth
race.
operator.
But where will they be come the checkered flag?
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands.
Yes, we do.
We're all ready to go in Las Vegas. And it's lights out, and away we go.
All right, can we get the jump on anybody? Valtteri trying to go past Hadjar. Hulkenberg fighting against Perez. So mediums for both Mercedes. Leclerc gets in front of Piastri. That's a disaster for McLaren. Piastri takes the place back, but they're still side by side. And now Gasly getting involved. Norris getting past Colapinto. A lot of action. All in front of us, so we missed it all. And we could not get past Hadjar, and Perez just about. Still hasn't completed his defense against Hulkenberg yet. All right, let's dial these tyres down because they're going to melt. It sounds like Hulkenberg's got him. Yeah, Hulkenberg has got him.
Get those tyres temperatures down. Okay. We need to do more lift and coast. Please increase by 10%. Yep.
Lift off needed.
So Piastri has saved McLaren's bacon by staying ahead of Leclerc. If he'd been stuck behind Leclerc on his hard tyres, that would have been a disaster. Norris has gained that extra place. Max now up to 7th, so he's gained 2 places off the line. Got past Tsunoda and Colapinto.
DRS is enabled. You are currently P50.
And Russell jumps ahead of Antonelli. And my tyres are still on fire.
Car behind is Nico. He's 0.5 behind.
Hulkenberg having a little look at the back of us there as Hadjar tries to fight his way past Bortoletto. My tyres are still not cooling down at all.
Cool your tyres.
And try to cool down the tires as much as possible.
Yeah, confirm. Let's have mode push. Copy.
So this is where the AI is really going to get the benefit over us, because they can push their tyres as hard as they like without pushing them into overheating range through push level, but they may still be overheating anyway from the dirty air and just the high temperature. So at least it won't be compounded for them if they choose to thrash their tyres, but that'll then still wear them out faster. Just won't necessarily add the thermal wear on top. Right, an opportunity for Perez to try and make a move on Hulkenberg. Maybe it's gone already because we're on a low tyre pace to try and get the temps back under control. And Hulkenberg got the DRS anyway. I didn't think he'd got it. Oh, and here comes Alonso trying to force his way through. Battery saved us.
So increase pushing status.
No management on the tyres required.
Norris up to 5th now. So McLaren are definitely ready to fight for the Constructors' Championship. But with Mercedes in a 1-2 position here, they're on 43 points. McLaren are on 27 points. No, 22 points. They will still mathematically be able to challenge, I think. But only oh no, wait, hang on. No, they won't. They'll be 80 odd points behind with 70 to go. So with 86 remaining, they are 61 behind. That'll put them 80.
You need to keep your K1 usage
86
down
behind.
a bit, otherwise
Yeah,
you just
I
run
think
out
they
of
won't
battery
be able
and
to
then
do
you'll
it. I think they'll be
take
just out of luck if things stay as they are. But yeah, me and my dodgy maths. Yeah, my brain isn't working. I'm
Yes.
tired.
And charge button on. Charge button on.
Copy.
So Bottas is in front of Hadjar now. That's nice. I actually missed that completely. I was too busy getting roasted over my mathematics skills. Pretty close at the front though. There's no breakaway group at the moment. Biggest gap we have in the front group is Tsunoda being 1.5 seconds behind Verstappen. Flattery will get you somewhere. Antonelli retakes the lead from George Russell. Paris's tyres starting to overheat again. I think we might have to really reconsider our tyre strategies slightly, maybe. Valtteri's tyres... Yeah, Valtteri's tyres are looking good. Evening, K-pop. All right, Perez has got an opportunity here on Hadjar, who is dropping away from the back of Valtteri. Got nice and close here. Can he get through? Don't really have any battery to push with, but we have got a DRS zone coming up, and Alonso's in the pits after just 5 laps. That's enough under soft tyres for Alonso. And Valtteri gets past Bortoletto. There we see the aftermath of that. We just missed the overtake itself. Perez still behind. Let's see the
See
replay.
what happened there. So we're heading now into turn 5.
We have
And
engine
they
noise.
squeeze by.
We get it in the replays, we just don't get it when we go live.
And now Bottas moves up the field.
Which 2026 engine manufacturers and which teams do I think will surprise
Happy with time management?
the field next season? In terms of engines, I think
What about tyres?
Mercedes are likely to be the best engine.
Yeah,
That
please,
seems to
like
be
it.
what the general consensus is. I think Audi could potentially be a little bit of a surprise. Depends how well they go. Ferrari will be there or thereabouts, as they usually are. Red Bull probably will be there or thereabouts. Honda could go backwards a little
How's
bit,
DRS?
but they have built up some good experience under the current regs. So I'm just remembering how terrible they were when they first started in this new era of engines. As far as teams, Williams
Right, let's
might do
concentrate.
something good. We've got 2 more cars in the pits and a yellow flag. Teresa, I will get to your question in a second. Medium tyres go on for Piastri. Hadjar coming in. We've got the crash. Let's have a look. Everything's kicking off, isn't it? Speaking of Williams, it's Sainz. And he gets tagged from behind.
And clearly they're not what everyone in the garage would have wanted
Don't know
to
who
see.
tagged him, but he did get tagged. Behrman tagged him and has damaged his end plate there, as you can see. Piastri's coming out at the back, effectively, behind Behrman. Oh, that's not good for Piastri. As Norris is overtaken by Yuki Tsunoda. We're up to 12th now, pushing onto the back of Alex Albon. And is this going to be a penalty for Behrman? No. Racing incident. Why does it say an Unreal process has crashed? F1 Manager, how can you fix it? Are you running mods? It might be you have a couple of different mods that are not working well with each other. I had that issue once. I uninstalled all my mods, re-downloaded the game, and then started to put the mods in bit by bit, and managed to find a nice stable combination. Yeah, it might be just you've got a mod conflict.
He does have DRS on you.
All right, Russell is in. Russell was running medium tyres. He's only done 7 laps. Wow, my God, everyone's going to make a shit ton of stops by the look of it. Hard tyres going on for George Russell. Slow release as well because of Gasly coming through. Gasly's onto a set of softs. That means he'll be out for about 4 laps. There goes Lindblad. Ocon and Behrman are both in at the same time. Oh, look at the timing for that. They got that perfect. I've had to change Ocon's front wing. Oh, it must have been... No, it's Behrman's front wing, isn't it? Yeah, they got Ocon out just in time for Behrman, but obviously a slow stop with a wing change. When you're running in 9th place. And looking pretty comfortable. All right, can Perez find his way past Bortoletto?
Use the energy.
Yep.
He's got the run. Hamilton's in 12th place right behind us now. Here comes the overtake.
And you are doing a good job on tires.
And there we go. He's through. Norris is in the pits. So is Colapinto. So we're now going to have... Well, both cars are already in the top 10. There's Hamilton coming in as well. This is crazy. This is one of those races where just the tyre wear is so unpredictable. Hamilton's going onto a set of soft tyres. Norris out in 15th place. Hamilton back out in 20th again. But he's ahead of the two Haas cars. Perez has not got away from Bortoleto yet. Bottas is all over the back of Albon.
You need to be
Albon looking to get that DRS off the back of Yuki Tsunoda. Let's see if we can get involved a little bit. We've got to do a lot of fuel saving. We're going to have to start that very soon. So it's Leclerc and Verstappen at the front at the moment. Antonelli down in 3rd place, 4.5 seconds back. And we've got the run on Albon, who did not get DRS. This is Valtteri making a move for 6th place here. Can't quite complete the move. Have another go coming up to turn 1 though. That's another car into the pits. That's Antonelli in. Bortoleto and Hulkenberg both boxing. Soft tyres going on for Kimi. Russell sets a new fastest lap. And our tyres are out of the window now, so let's heat them back up.
Charge on.
Let's start that fuel saving as well.
And charge button on, charge button on.
New fastest lap for Ollie Behrman.
Increase lift and coast.
Copy. And we need to increase lift and coast by 30%. Copy.
Got a chance here to actually refill Perez's battery as well. And Valtteri's for that matter. Let's put him into harvest mode. Let's do the same for Perez.
Charge on. Copy.
Go.
Charge on.
Copy.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can't read too much into things because it's just a massive unknown. Nobody expected Mercedes to absolutely wipe the floor with everybody engine-wise when the new rules came in 2014. Renault,
What about tyres?
who were great engine manufacturers in the normally aspirated era, just completely fell apart as soon as we kicked into the turbo hybrid era. Honda had immense pedigree in Formula One before they left the sport and then came back and were nowhere for many, many seasons. So I just don't know. I mean, you can't just look at someone and say, well, they had a great engine in the past, they're going to be great when they come back. It doesn't work that way.
Just for reference, you're currently P6. Car ahead is Albon.
Does look as though we are potentially going to have some windows where engine manufacturers can make some additional changes over like 3 or 4 periods in the first season to try and catch up if they are demonstrably underpowered compared to their rivals. Or at least that's what I heard is being negotiated at the moment as part of the new Concord agreement. Liam Lawson currently sitting in P3, and Leclerc, who started on hard tyres, is in before Verstappen, who's still out there on softs. Verstappen, who's been sat in dirty air all this time, Albon boxes, having just been overtaken by Valtteri.
Great job, mate.
Oh, it's a bad stop for Charles.
Sonoda ahead of you.
Goes on to set of medium tyres. And we are now sitting in 4th and 5th place.
Energies
This is
are
crazy.
Copy. You should be mode charge.
Charge button
And we're only
on.
2.5 seconds and closing to the back of Yuki Tsunoda. Soft, medium, soft is the way to go. We are going to be changing Perez onto 2 sets of softs to finish rather than another set of mediums and a set of hards. Because we're about to cook those tyres again. Let's go ahead and change his strategy now before I forget to do it. Soft tyres are definitely giving us the grip. There we go. You hope to see Aston Martin, Williams and Audi take a step forward. Well, I mean, Williams have been getting their processes in order over the last couple of years. So they've got a good chance of taking a nice leap forward if they've done a good job with the car.
And we need to
Aston have
increase tire
spent a
savings.
huge amount of money bringing their facilities to world-class standards, including now probably the best wind tunnel on the grid. And of course, assigned Nui. So you can't discount them. And Audi are a bit of an unknown. They have tremendous pedigree in other racing categories, but they've never raced in Formula One. So if you delete the packs and the game, yeah, I mean, I just uninstalled and reinstalled the game, which cleared all the mods.
Piastri has DRS.
Bar a graphics mod that I was running, which is installed somewhere else. I think it cleared that. And then I just went through and I just reinstalled the mods one at a time. It was a mod I hadn't used before. I forget what it was that caused the issue for me, or one I wasn't sure about that didn't work. But yeah, I mean, what's your PC like as well? Maybe you're putting a bit too much strain on it, depending on what it is you're trying to run. Cadillac, I don't expect to do amazingly well. I expect them to be around the back of the grid. Realistically, I think they expect to be around the back of the grid as well. But Perez and Bottas will be able to give them some good feedback. I mean, looking at your stats there, Teresa, it looks like your PC's more than good enough. But what mods are you trying to run? What do you think it is that might be? Are you trying to run like a graphics mod, or are you just trying to change liveries on teams?
Still everything to play for.
Holy shit! I've just realised we're second and third.
And more energy available.
Copy. Piastri behind will have DRS.
One thing that might also cause conflicts is if you're running a lot of mods from a lot of different creators. You know, sometimes they won't work well with each other. So check the descriptions of each mod and see if there are any requirements, like make sure you remove all other variants of this type of mod kind of thing to get this one to work properly. Hamilton's in again. Second stop for Lewis. So I'm going to be putting in the 2026 model cars. Well, I've only got two so far. I've got Red Bull and Ferrari. But it does say that you need to remove all other Ferrari mods and all other Red Bull mods to install them. So that's why I'm waiting till the end of the season, so I can do it over the weekend, test it and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, I can roll back to what I was going to do anyway. We should just change the livery slightly. So Hamilton at the back of the grid, on a set of hard tyres now, but will not be able to go to the end if we base it on his teammate, who went, what, 12 laps? If that, on his hard tyres. Oh shit, I've left Perez in deploy, haven't I?
You are good to go.
Sorry, Valtteri, I'm just throwing you to the walls. Didn't mean to. When are we stopping? Next lap or this lap? Next lap. He's stayed ahead of Oscar, just. Should they add more teams like they had in the past, starting with Cadillac or S22 enough? I wouldn't mind seeing a 12th team on the grid, but I mean, Formula 1 worked very differently in the 80s and 90s to how it does now. The 89 championship had like 39 cars trying to run that season, but a lot of them never actually qualified. You had to go through pre-qualification, and if you weren't quick enough, you weren't able to actually take part in qualifying. And then even if you did take part in qualifying, if you weren't within a good enough distance, you were just eliminated from the Grand Prix weekend. So some teams literally turned up and never ran because they never got the chance. They were never quick enough. Some only ever ran in qualifying and were never fast enough to actually make it into the Grand Prix itself. It was a very different world back then. Here's a chance for Oscar. Side by side with Valtteri.
This focus is a long race.
Valtteri is coming into the pits this lap. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go.
Box, please confirm.
Okay, box.
Let's sit in top up now, because then we can get DRS off the back of Oscar down the back straight. Yeah, I mean, I personally would like to see 24 cars on the grid. I'd like to see a 12th team. I mean, if you go back, what, 15 years ago, we had 26 cars on the grid. Kind of. We were supposed to have 26 on the grid. One of the teams never made it. So, 24. But yeah, there's definitely, I think, scope for an additional team. As Max finally boxes. Same lap as Valtteri. So it looks like he's been looking after his tyres as well. He's going for another set of softs as well. So he's going to be doing the same as us by the look of it. Soft, medium. We are out of battery. And we need to turn the tyres back up. And we can leave them up for the rest of the stint now. Max is going to feed out just ahead of Leclerc, just behind Leclerc. It's not a good stop. And we're getting held for Lindblad coming in. So after all that, we're going to come out. Ooh, are we going to get out in front of Lewis? Yes, we are. Just... No, he's going to... Oh, thought he was going to sweep through on the inside then.
Car behind is now Hamilton.
And Alonso is there as well.
Behind.
So it's going to be some very tense few laps now for Valtteri as he gets his tyres slowly up to temperature and tries to keep Lewis and Alonso behind him. Perez still leading.
Okay, copy.
Teresa, the Cadillac mod that you were putting in, was it a Myteam mod like mine, or was it a team replacement like replacing Alpine with Cadillac?
Tires are ready.
Copy.
Valtteri gets passed by Hamilton. We've got a yellow flag. Bortoletto's into the pits as well. Let's see the overtake first. I don't think we're going to get a replay of the crash. Evening, Clark. Yeah, thank you, Farah. That fills me with such confidence. I'd have room first tomorrow as well now. There's a little whoop for you, Farah.
We've got a yellow flag.
Oh, we are going to see the crash replay. That's Hadjar and Arvid fighting over 21st and 22nd. That's clunky.
As for the team back in the garage, that was a tough moment to watch.
Continue, keep going.
Sounds like Piastri's been, Perez has been reading the chat log from Farah there.
DRS.
Okay, copy.
God, he's left me behind already, look. He squeezed us on the exit and left us way out of position. Seriously compromised our exit speed. So we're about to get pounced on here by Leclerc.
On, charge button on.
Copy.
Oh, it's a safety car. Perfect timing for Perez. Perfect timing for Perez. And for probably quite a lot of the grid as well. Almost perfect timing for Perez. What happened?
Safety car deployed.
What happened?
Safety car deployed. Charge on. Stay positive.
Bortoletto's crashed out. Now is he blocking traffic? He's on his own. Ooh. If they don't clear that before the field comes around, it might trigger a red flag.
And just like that, the hopes of the team start.
Oh yeah, there's no one else there, so that's fine. It's just going to be a safety car.
Hey, what the f happened?
You crashed. All right, so this is going to work out nicely for Valtteri, I think, potentially.
We need to do the full management on this set.
Or maybe not. Actually, it's not going to work out well for Valtteri at all. He's too far back to really capitalise from this. Now, can Perez avoid some of the chaos in the pit lane, or is he going to get held indefinitely? I've seen that happen many a time before. It's a bad stop. No, come on.
For debris.
Well, we lost a couple of places there.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Actually, we only lost one place.
Not a good stop.
We only lost that one place to Sainz.
So
That could have been worse.
you are P5.
Where is Valtteri going to
Next car in
finish?
front is signed.
Finish
So
up in?
we'll be 1
He's going to
second
get
behind
ahead of Ocon. 15.
Car behind Norris.
Yeah,
Got to him.
Only.
1.4.
If only we'd been able to go an extra couple of laps with Valtteri.
Which position are we?
You're currently P15. Car ahead is Gasly. We've got Ocon
But this will at
behind.
least take care of our fuel issues
2
and
laps to
give
go.
Perez a chance to refill his battery. Could Perez get some big points today? They've almost all been scored by Valtteri so far this season. He scored, what, 27 of our 30
Try to
points?
keep it smooth.
Chance for Perez to try and prove he's worth keeping over being dropped.
Tyre temps look good.
Copy.
I'm going to throw out a quick advert break while we're in the safety car. So at the end of lap 19, beginning of lap 20, it is Max Verstappen ahead of Franco Colapinto. Oscar Piastri is third, Sainz is fourth, Perez fifth, Norris is sixth. This has actually worked out very well for McLaren because they're now ahead of both Mercedes, one of which is way down the order. Leclerc in seventh, Russell, who needs just 1 point from the next 3 races to win the World Championship, currently in 8th place, on par to score 4 points. Lawson in 9th, Albon is 10th, Hulkenberg in 11th place, ahead of Yuki Tsunoda, Lewis Hamilton, Pierre Gasly, Valtteri, who really did get caught out, unfortunately, by that safety car. Then it's Esteban Ocon, Fernando Alonso, Kimi Antonelli down in 18th place, Isaac Hadjar in 19th, Lindblad 20th, 21st for Ollie Behrman, and Bortoletto having retired, which brought out the safety car. Looks like we might be going racing again at the end of this lap. Whole field's together and has been for a little while now. See that even under the safety car with minimum push levels, our tyres are still creeping up. Don't forget, you can help shape how next season will look in terms of the calendar. There is a poll up on the posts tab of my YouTube channel right now, asking you to vote on what races you would like to see removed along with Zandvoort next year. So we're dropping the calendar from 24 down to 20, but we are also increasing the number of sprints from 6 to 10. So head on over to the poll if you haven't already voted, because it looks like we've got another lap behind the safety car. You've got the choice of 3, which are the first 3 that sprang to my mind as circuits to get rid of. But if you don't want those ones to go, you want to get rid of something else, click other and then write down the other in the comments so I know what circuit you want us to get rid of. A couple of people have clicked other and haven't commented, so
E15.
I can't do anything with that. And of course, if you want to nominate a race for a sprint next season, stick that in the comments of the poll as well. And if you are enjoying the race, then a thumbs up would be much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then why not consider hitting that subscribe button as well. And be sure to hit the bell for notifications on live streams and new videos that drop as well. We've got more Jurassic World Evolution coming on the channel. Another video will go live again tomorrow at 6. I'll be recording some more footage tomorrow as well. And of course we have 2 races left after this race to finish this season off. Poll will stay up until the end of Friday's stream so that I have the weekend to make the relevant changes and test out some potential mods for next season. Nobody suggested Monaco yet. Most people have just been voting on the 3 that I put up. I put up Miami, Qatar and Abu Dhabi. I would have put more up, but YouTube only gave me 4 options, and I wanted one of them to say other to link people or point people down to the comments. Safety car is on its way in, so we're about to get back underway. Our fuel is now sorted.
You can save less.
Copy.
Mode push.
Copy.
Check with Perez.
Needed. You are doing a good job.
Copy.
Safety car in the pit lane. The tire temperatures are good.
Okay, copy.
Bottas nearly got past Gasly, but didn't quite make it. Hamilton got past him though, I think. That's a gap opened up between Russell and Leclerc. Not a huge gap, but a gap nonetheless. DRS will kick in next lap. Perez has almost drained his battery. We never got him. No, we did get him fully charged, I think, but he's just burnt a lot of it.
DRS is enabled.
Battery's burnt a lot of his as well. All right, let's put him in top up. Hope they can stay close enough on this lap.
Charge on.
Copy.
Colapinto gets passed. No, gets passed by. I I think Piastri and Colapinto briefly switched places. But it's still Piastri second. Gasly gets past Hamilton. Alonso and Antonelli switch places. Alonso up to 17th now. And Antonelli takes the place back. They're side by side on the run down to the strip. Antonelli is just behind, but he'll have the inside line. Nope. Alonso got enough ahead to shut the door. And we've got no engine noise in Antonelli's car. Perez gets past Sainz. Good job. So we're up to P4 with Checo.
Good job on that.
So you have P4.
Now
Let's
we
see
should
that
be
one
able to
again.
Take a look here. Now this is Sergio Perez. The opportunity begging to be taken.
Yeah, got him at the end of the strip.
And Perez completes the overtake.
Good job, Checo. How long he can stay ahead is another matter, but he's up to P4. All right, Valtteri. Need to see if we can move him forward a little bit. Ocon's breathing down our neck. Alonso and Antonelli have dropped off at the back. There they are.
Charge on.
Actually, no, I don't want to take that risk. Let's actually go deploy instead.
Can you go mode push now?
Sainz has got back in front of Perez again. I will go harvest here though, so I can
Charge button on.
save a bit of battery on the strip. You just voted. Sorry, I don't have a sticker or a badge for you, Farah. Isn't democracy wonderful?
DRS enabled. Ocon has it. Charge on.
Oh, Ocon's going to sneak past us, I think, because I just went into harvest mode. Nope, we shut the door on him.
Keep doing the same.
Perez is back in front of Sainz again.
P4.
And Norris sneaks through. So McLaren doing what they need to do, trying to score as many points as possible while taking as many points off of Mercedes. And that's a fault for Antonelli.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
Thank you for that detailed breakdown there, David Croft. Through goes Norris. I was in harvest mode, trying to let him get through there so we can try and
Charge button
take him back on the strip,
Charge
because that's
button
the only way we're
on.
going to get him. Looks like we just jumped. Oh, did we? No. I thought we jumped Hamilton. Forgot we were in harvest mode here as well, otherwise we would have had that place taken. The soft tyres was definitely the right call. It's definitely the right call. It's so unfortunate with Valtteri that the safety car came out right after he'd stopped. Everyone else got a free stop ahead of him. He was right up there with Perez.
He does have DRS on you. Charge on.
Copy.
Hamilton jumps past Hulkenberg. Wonder if the Hulk's tyres are going. Getting a nice slipstream on him here on the run to turn one. Around the outside. Oh, miles faster around that turn And Ocon's going to try and go through as well.
You're doing a great job.
And does. So a really bad couple of corners there for Hulkenberg, although it looks like he might be just fighting Ocon off. He has just fought him off. Albon gets past Leclerc, so Williams now 7th and 8th. Russell up to P6. Looks as though the constructors' fight is going to go at least one more Grand Prix. Maybe all the way to Abu Dhabi. Meanwhile, Valtteri is shaping to make the move on Hamilton here. We're due to go on to set a medium soon, but there's no immediate rush for that. We can stretch these soft tyres because they're working very well. And we've got the run on Lewis.
Hamilton has DRS.
Never said a we. And we got the better launch.
Excellent job. We are P13.
Max is in.
Okay,
oh,
next
where
one
did
is going
Hamilton
to
come
Gasly.
from? Oh, you sneaky, sneaky git. Now we'll get him. He's in the pits. No, he's not. He's just gone very wide trying to get a slipstream off the back of Sainz. And it's cost him badly.
He's 1.5 seconds behind.
So, Max has gone hard tyres to go to the
Gasly.
end. Hulkenberg's in. He's going to go hard tyres.
Do your best.
Sainz goes through. He's on soft tyres.
Charge on.
Should? No, he'll probably have to stop again. There's still, what, 24 laps to, 24 laps to go. Tsunoda on soft tyres. He's probably going to stop again. Lindblad's on soft as well, so expect another stop out of him. Let's see if we can go after Gasly. Colapinto has jumped Perez. Right.
So deployed.
Let's take that place back. See if we can go after Norris. It's a 1-2 for McLaren right now. They're doing exactly what they need to do. Antonelli is suddenly up to 12th after that flurry of pit stops. And Gasly's got a fault. Where is Gasly? He's P9. We're chasing him down right now.
Why am I clipping so much more?
Battery issues for Pierre Gasly. Evening, Mike.
Alright, let's concentrate.
New fastest lap for Lando Norris as Perez looks to put the move on Colapinto and get himself onto the podium. Completes that move. Lovely stuff. We'll keep pushing there.
So at the moment you are P3.
The next car in front is Norris. Gap to Norris in front, 2.5.
Charge on.
Here comes Hamilton again. Not getting through. Not this time.
Next car behind is Hamilton. Okay, let's get on it. Still everything to play for.
Yeah, we're not going to be breaking away from Colapinto anytime soon. Russell stalking us in the background as well. There he is.
Yep.
Perez holds the place. Good lad. Compromises Colapinto on the exit slightly. Valtteri keeps Hamilton behind him. Back up into the points now for Valtteri. Norris gets past Piastri. That's been coming.
behind you.
And there goes Lewis. All right. Let's see if we can rebuild the battery a little bit.
I can't keep up with them. There's progress to be made.
Charge button on.
Oh, a lunge from Antonelli there.
Charge on.
Yeah, we can take these tyres a little longer yet. I'm actually going to turn them up.
Pick the pace back up.
Who do I think will win the championship this year? Hoping it'll be Oscar. Can't stand Lando. Yeah, I'm the same. I've gone off Lando. He's been a whiny little brat at times this year. Been really impressed with Oscar, but he just seems to have fallen apart recently. I'd like to hope he can still at least fight for the title. You know, I mean, as long as it's a fight, you know, I'll be a little disappointed if he doesn't get it, but at least if he gives it a good, you know, the old college try, then I'll be all right with that. But yeah, if he just, you know, fails to get going at all in the remaining races and just tumbles into obscurity, I'll be very disappointed, very upset. But I don't know, you can't count out Max. Can't count out Max. The gap keeps coming down.
Remember, long way to go in this race. Very happy with your tyre use. Yeah, coming.
So Antonelli behind us. Just about out of range, but so are we. Let's use our battery.
Mode push.
Try and get onto Hamilton if we can before the detection point. I don't think we're going to. And that was the detection point just there. Yeah, we just missed it. We are close enough to potentially get a slipstream, but it's trying to slipstream a car that's pulling away from us.
Gap behind 1.1.
As Ocon shapes for a move on Antonelli. Antonelli's going to hold him off. And Hamilton's in.
Charge on.
So Hamilton going for an undercut
to
to hold the position against Valtteri and maybe see if he can get past someone in front. Harris's tyres actually dropped out of the window. It was a decent stop for Ferrari there. Russell is past Colapinto. Colapinto dropping away now. And the pit window is a lap away for Checo. Bottas has caught the back of Lawson. Tyres getting a little hot. We're already stretching this stint. We're going to go one more lap after this and then we're going to box.
Charge on. Currently P10.
Here comes the move. Oh, we don't have the speed at all. Even with the DRS wide open, look. We do not have the speed. Maybe we can get him on the brakes.
Continue, keep going.
Yes, we can. Good job, Valtteri.
Gap to him 1.7.
That's peak confidence, maximum peak confidence now, as Lawson is fighting back in the slipstream.
Charge on.
And let's bring in Valtteri this lap.
Box this lap.
All right, back to Perez. George has got past us, so George up to third. Can he hunt down the two McLarens? So he's going to have to stop again, I think, because he's on soft tyres at the moment. But having said that, I think pretty much everybody's going to have to stop again.
Next car in front will be Russell. 1.0 now. Race is long. And you can use all the boost back.
Copy.
So we are just going to get the DRS off the back of George. It's less to try and get past George, more to just stay away from Colapinto. Norris and Piastri still swapping positions. Lawson got back past me.
Charge on.
And we had DRS as well. That's not good. Leclerc's in.
Copy.
Decent stop again for Ferrari. Here comes Valtteri. That's a good stop here, boys. No, 2.6. It's not great. I mean, it was clean. We're going to come out
You're in clear air.
behind Alonso, just in front of Lindblad.
Next car is Alonso.
We need to push
18 laps to go.
back up the order quickly if we can. Evening, Tony.
Copy.
Charge on.
I generally thought we were going to get lapped tonight.
Try to cool down the tires
Here we
as
are,
much as
fighting for a
possible.
podium. It's a fight we're not going to win. I don't think. I mean, it's not impossible. If everybody else is stopping, we're stopping next lap. End of next lap, I think, with Perez. Or am I going 2 more laps? There goes George. George is going to box before us. So, yeah, George is going to go. We're going to come under pressure from Albon when we stop as well. Maybe I should
You're
box
doing a
this
good
lap.
job. Okay, next car is Piastri.
Oh, it's a bad stop for George.
So box now, box. Speed confirmed.
Yeah, copy.
And push now, push.
Look at everyone coming in, look. So Albon and George
So,
both out on a
let's
set
get
of soft
both
tyres.
push.
Here comes Valtteri. He's back up to 17th. We get out in front of Ocon, Lawson and Hadjar. That was important. Now we need to get ahead of everyone else as well.
Tyre temps are good.
Use the energy.
All right. We should hopefully have a move on Alonso here. Here comes the DRS as Perez hits the pit lane. Colapinto in as well. Valtteri does get through. And that's a good stop, 2.304.
Warm-up will be
Still might not be good enough. But crucially,
towards the traffic.
right in front of Tsunoda, Sainz, and the Ferraris. And George.
So at the moment you have P7.
We're ahead of George. Wow. That I did not expect. Thought George would undercut us for sure.
Car behind is Tsunoda. Gap to Tsunoda behind, 0.8. 16 laps to go. And charge button on. Charge button on.
Copy.
Charge on.
So we are very much on for points with Perez. I know George had a slow stop, but even so, I didn't think he would be that far back. Maybe he just got stuck. It looks like he's stuck in a queue. Was stuck behind the Ferraris. Colapinto nipped out in front of him. I mean, it is close, look. If we click on Perez, there's Tsunoda, there is Leclerc, then Sainz, then Hamilton, Colapinto, George. They're all nose to tail, kind of. There you go. They see us under pressure from Tsunoda. Looks like he's jumped us. The tyres are still coming up to temperature. And Tsunoda's in the pits. So we are compromised.
Keep working like this.
And we don't get the chance to fight back. That's frustrating. Right, lap times. Valtteri did a 1:37. 1:40 for Nico Hulkenberg. We are hunting him down very quickly. Perez is overtaken by Leclerc, who had the DRS.
A long way to go.
Tyres are almost warmed up. Let's see if we can punch our way back past Leclerc.
And more energy available.
But we're hunting down Antonelli and Behrman. Oh, wow, yeah, we're really hunting them down. They're there. Wow, Leclerc caught them really quickly.
Mode push.
Charge button on.
Oscar's into the pits. So he's going to hit the pits before his teammates. That could be crucial. It all depends where he feeds out. It's going to be clear of us.
And just
Perez out of battery. Gets out in front of Gasly. That was vital. That was absolutely vital, and he made it work. Here we are, having a little look at Leclerc. Sainz and Lindblad into the pits. They're back behind Hamilton again.
Charge on.
Trying to go around the outside here. Oh, and he switched to the opposite flank. And that might leave us vulnerable. No, Colapinto couldn't get there.
Charge button on, please.
Copy.
This is going to be a dramatic closing stint.
Charge on.
There's Valtteri just in the background. We just saw him briefly. We're going to get boxed in if we're not careful here. Yeah, there's Valtteri. Look, he's not that far behind again. As Hamilton pushes past Alex Albon.
We are good for the moment.
Leclerc is past Antonelli. And so are we.
DRS.
Oh, we compromised Antonelli, which compromised George. Colapinto's having a look.
You did a good job.
And he gets the move done. This is going to be a monster final stint with so much overtaking. And we get past Hamilton. Valtteri gets past Hamilton. Or do we? Hamilton takes the place back. Let's fight him.
So mode push.
He's going to have the inside on the strip. Nope, we pulled through. Can we get back into DRS range?
Really good.
Perez is going to have a run on Behrman this lap. Norris is into the pits, and he's only 10.5 seconds ahead of his teammate, so he's going to come out behind him. Come on, Perez. Yes, that's going to be a place taken there. It's soft tyres going on. Good stop for Norris. We get past Behrman.
Russell behind. Gap to him 2.2.
Gasly's through. Can Max get through? No, not quite. But he's going to be right up his backside.
Charge button on.
Charge on. Just concentrate on getting your tyre temps down.
Copy.
Okay, charge on.
So Perez now in P6. Leclerc is long gone, unfortunately.
This focus is a long race.
After his tyres. Went red for a second then. Behrman doesn't have the pace to stay with Checo.
Hamilton has DRS.
Yep, copy.
Come on, box them in, box them in. Ah, God, we almost got slammed into the wall there. Lawson into the pits. Russell's through on Behrman now.
Just do your best.
It's not the most realistic of racing with this tyre mod at this circuit,
Hamilton,
but it's
0.4.
very, oh my God.
Do your best.
Jesus Christ, my heart leapt in my chest for a second then. I thought we were about to get rear-ended. But it's certainly providing an exciting Grand Prix, isn't it?
What about tyres?
A little bit of training on the front left, but it's not too bad.
Russell is hunting us down. We are lapping a second and a half quicker than Gasly at the moment, who's under pressure from Verstappen. Bottas has got a run on Colapinto, goes flying through. He's got a run on Antonelli, whose fault just got worse. It's gone orange.
No worries, mate.
Gasly's into the pits. No wonder his pace has dropped off.
Nice job.
I want to see this again because we just went flying past him here.
This was Valtteri Bottas.
He pulled out of the slipstream and we just rocketed through.
And the overtake is made.
You just tried to play and it's still not letting you. Is that with or without mods? Is that just the game on its own? Are your graphics drivers up to date? It's the only other thing I can think of other than contacting Frontier support or Steam support. There might be some useful advice in the Steam forums for this game as well. So I've not really had any issues.
There's progress to be made.
So I don't have a lot of experience in fixing those issues.
Charge on, please.
And I'm still relatively new to PCs.
It puts you P10.
In the PR Gamer.
The tyre guys believe.
Yeah, we should have been a lot higher with Valtteri, but he boxed right before a safety car came out, and then it dropped him way down the order. I don't think we're going to keep George behind us. But if we can stay with George, he'll help drag us forward a bit.
They're holding on. First stay there.
Hadjar gets past Hamilton. Sainz and Tsunoda swapping places right behind that as well. Look how close all these cars are. They're tripping over each other. And we are just pulling away from the lot of them.
Okay,
I think realistically now the only other car we're going to get is Behrman with Valtteri.
Remember, a long way to go in this race.
Unless Max stops again. Which I don't think he will. Gasly's on brand new soft tyres, so he should get through pretty quickly. Past Behrman.
Continue, keep going.
Probably get past Albon as well, and then he'll be off into the distance. We have caught him though.
Charge on.
Eight laps to go.
Car in front, Gasly. You've got the pace. You can do this.
Antonelli and Hulkenberg both into the pits. Through goes Gasly. It's a compromised line there for Behrman, which slows us down as well. Ocon's right behind us again now.
Mode push.
Go on up the inside. There you go. Good lad. Good lad.
Good job. You are currently P9. Car ahead is Gasly. Car in front, Gasly, 1.5 seconds ahead.
So deployed. Copy. Charge button on, charge on. Copy.
Max is in.
Car ahead is Gasly.
Through goes Perez. There's a bad stop for Max as well. Try not to sound too pleased about that. There's Valtteri. Valtteri gets through. Paris is on, Max is on mediums.
Suggests that you can reduce the amount of lift and coast at turn 1.
I've got some tyre in reserve. I'm going to use it now before Max comes a calling. Would be nice to get in front of Gasly and have a little bit of a buffer.
Let's pick up the pace.
Russell is slowly chipping away at Leclerc. Paris is going with him. I think I just got the DRS hit.
Charge on,
Yes,
please.
just got it.
And you are doing a good job on tires. Keep it like this.
Yep.
And 6 laps to go.
Yeah, copy.
Charge on. Just
Fault for Colapinto.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
A long way to go. Get back to doing
And
lifting coast.
Lindblad into the pits as well. It's going to drop him to the back of the grid. I thought Gasly would be quicker than this. I really did.
Mode push, please. Mode push. Charge on.
Russell has dropped me. I don't really have any tyres to fight with. I've got a little bit of battery, but yeah, we might as well.
And you can use all the boost bar.
Okay.
So here's the chance for Valtteri. Slipstream, DRS. Max hunting us down at the same time.
Mode push.
Copy.
5 laps.
Yeah, copy.
And we get through just. Here comes Verstappen as well.
Good job.
Oh, it's tight,
Car
isn't it?
ahead is Albon.
Behrman's into the pits again. Gasly's going to get the DRS on us, but he's going to have pressure from Verstappen now, which is what we wanted. Oh, it's a fault for Piastri.
The vibration's quite bad now.
Is that going to scupper his race win chances here? Hamilton's in again. It's got to be soft tyres. Behrman gets out in front of him. It is soft tyres for the both of them. But they are way down the order. Perez just can't catch up. Valtteri can't drop.
Got to him 2.0.
And we have a yellow flag.
Concentrate.
Is it a safety car? I would happily take a safety car right now. It's a lockup for Kimi.
Copy, mate.
Right, so this was the fourth.
That'll be down the
corner.
escape road here.
Struggling with the car. Just unable to control the car.
Way down
by
the
that
escape
point.
road. So we might lose 2 places here.
Gasly has DRS.
Yes, yes.
We kept him behind.
And charge button on.
Come on,
Charge
Valtteri.
button on.
This has been an amazing fight back to get him up to 7th.
We need to reduce K1 usage.
And 4 laps to go.
Copy.
We're what, 15th after the safety car?
Gasly 0.5 behind with DRS.
Yeah, copy.
Another yellow flag. It's a lockup for Behrman this time.
Now this was on the straight. Well, you can see the lockup. Now they did leave it very
Yeah,
late.
just cooked it. Trying to outbrake Hamilton there. Antonelli's in the pits again. Oh my God. Disaster. So the Constructors is definitely going to go at least one more round. Bottas 7th, Perez 5th. Three laps to go. Norris is closing in on Oscar.
He does have DRS on you.
Max dropping back a little bit.
3 laps.
Strong defense from Valtteri again, which is good because he's got no battery left. Gasly thought about trying to go at the inside, had to lift and back out of it, which cost him his opportunity. Just like that, Max is back in play again.
He has DRS.
Ah, come on. Yes.
Copy that.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a replay you're going to want to watch, Clark, if you missed a lot. I am worried about Valtteri's lack of battery. Looks like Gasly is really trying to push through. Might almost be worth letting Gasly through. Charging up for a lap, then trying to take the place back, but I don't know, I'd rather have the track position.
Charge on.
2 laps to go.
Copy.
Might need to pick up the pace a little bit. With tyre management.
2 seconds between Piastri and Norris and closing. It is in Norris's power to take the win here. We've got a lap and a half to go. Gasly's out of range.
Mode push, please. Mode push.
And he's back in range. Unless I can get a really strong launch. There we go. We broke the DRS. Final lap. It's 1.5 seconds between the McLarens. Russell's going to win the championship tonight, but the constructors will go on.
Last lap.
Copy.
Charge on.
We'll let Gasly and Max fight amongst each other. Hopefully they'll slow each other down. Albon is not quick enough to catch Perez. We are not quick enough to catch Albon. I'll be quick enough to keep Gasly and Verstappen behind. Gasly didn't get DRS. Max did. And Max gets through.
Let's crack on. Mode push.
Now,
We need to
there's
do
a 1.3 second gap. Can I keep it above 1 second for the strip? I think I can. I think I'm good. We've done enough so far. Now it's just getting that launch out the final corners.
Piastri has done it.
Oscar
He's got
hangs
the win.
on.
And the winner today, it's Oscar Piastri.
2 second gap, I think, in the end. Or close to 2 seconds.
Without doubt, a stellar performance. Something that'll be seen as a real highlight this season.
I think it's win number 5 now for Oscar this season. Here comes Perez home in P5.
And checkered flag.
And it's going to be P7 for Valtteri. We have stayed ahead
You need to keep
of
your
Verstappen.
K1 usage down a bit, otherwise you just run out of battery. And then
Shut
you
up, Mark.
take
We've done it.
battery.
We're there. What a fantastic result. That is 16 wonderful points for the team. 10 points for Perez, 6 for Valtteri. And that moves us from 30 to 46. It won't make any difference to us in the constructors. But, oh boy, that felt good. That felt really good, because Qatar, I have no idea what that's going to be like, but it won't be like this. It'll be chaos with tyres again, I think, but there's a lot of corners there. Downforce is definitely something that is needed, and it's definitely something we do not have.
In come the drivers now, including Alpine's own there.
At the end of that, it's a 15th place finish.
With such a strong performance from Piastri, there's no denying that he's earned that place on the podium today.
Wow, listen to that
Pride is in the
cheer.
bag.
They love him.
Out all the stops, pushing hard to earn that victory.
And there's not much that rivals the Las Vegas Grand Prix when it comes to the podium presentation. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
Well, everyone, that's all from us here in Las Vegas.
For the next round, we'll be traveling to Qatar as the drivers battle it out at the Losail International Circuit. We'll see you there.
Confirmation then of the final result. Oscar gets his 5th win of the season ahead of teammate Lando Norris. The gap was 2 seconds in the end. Leclerc takes 3rd, George 4th, and that should now wrap up the drivers' standings. Perez up 11 places for 5th. Then it's Albon in 6th, Valtteri in 7th, Max 8th, 9th for Pierre Gasly, 10th for Yuki Tsunoda, who also banged the fastest lap, but there's no bonus point for that. Then it was Hadjar in 11th, very close there, look, just a 10th and a half behind. Ocon also a 10th and a half behind in 12th. Alonso 13th, 14th for Sainz, 15th for Franco Colapinto, 16th for Lawson, Hamilton 17th, 18th for Hulkenberg, 19th for Behrman, 20th for Lindblad, 21st for Antonelli, who started this race on pole. Just went very wrong for him today. And Bortoletto, the retirement that brought out that mid-race safety car. Let's take a look then at the drivers' standings. George has 359 points. Here comes the mental mass time. He is 79 points clear with 75 points available. He is the champion, even though they didn't make any announcement about that. So, Oscar has actually moved into 2nd in the driver's standings. Wow! Did not see that one coming. Oscar 2nd place. That is awesome for him. Max in 3rd now on 277, 3 points behind Oscar. Leclerc 269, closed the gap back up to Max, but Oscar just leapfrogging everybody there. Lando in P5 is on 198, just too short of the double century now. Then it's Sainz with 173, Hamilton 161, 149 for Kimi, 132 for Alonso. None of them scoring any points today. Just 1 point behind Alonso now is Alex Albon, who takes 10th place on 131 points. 8 scored tonight. Gasly has 108. Then it's Tsunoda with 81. Valtteri is on 33 points now, so getting clear of Isaac Hadjar, who's on 26 still. Then it's Hulkenberg with 15. Up 4 places with those 10 points today is Sergio Perez. Makes his racing this season look a little bit more respectable in comparison to his teammate. 17th, Colapinto on 13 as well, but with a lower finishing position than Checo. Then it's Lawson, Behrman, Ocon, Bortoletto, and the only driver still yet to score is Arvid Lindblad. So in the constructors' standings, the gap is 30 points. Oh wow, that gap really has come down, hasn't it? So 30 points to gap. There are 86 points remaining, so it is very much game on with 2 rounds to go in the championship as far as the Constructors' Championship goes. McLaren did exactly what they needed to do tonight. They got the 1-2. Mercedes had a real opportunity. They locked out the front row, and it all went wrong for them today in that respect. So yeah, that's going to be a huge fight at both Qatar and probably Abu Dhabi as well. But a good result for Mercedes at Qatar over McLaren will still clinch the title, potentially. They are, 30 points ahead. If they can outscore McLaren by 14 points in tomorrow's race at Qatar, then they will be Constructors' Champions. Ferrari in 3rd have 430 points. They're not out of it either, technically. They are 78 points behind. Mathematically, it's almost impossible. They would need both the teams in front of them to have an absolute disaster in the last 2 races for it to happen, but they are 78 behind with 86 available, so mathematically they are still in it. Williams have now overhauled Red Bull. That's been coming for a while and has finally happened. They move ahead by 1 point, 304 to 303. Aston on 213 in 6th, then it's Alpine with 121. Cadillac stay 8th, but jump up to 46 points. We now have a 30-point lead over Audi with 2 Grand Prix to go. I can't see that changing anytime soon. Racing Bulls still 10th with 10 points. Haas just 1 point behind them in 11th with 9. In the pit stops, we did not make the leaderboard. Our best stop was a 2.3. The slowest stop was 2.22. So we missed out. McLaren got the quickest stop and 6th as well. Ferrari 2nd and 3rd. Mercedes 4th. Racing Bulls 5th and 10th. Audi gets some points in 7th, as do Alpine 8th and Red Bull 9th. Let's see what the standings look like then. 474 points for McLaren. They lead Red Bull by 73 points with 86 remaining. So it's looking good for McLaren in the pit stop challenge. Ferrari move ahead of Mercedes by 3 points. That is just a straight fight for third place. Neither of them are anywhere near the top two teams. And then it is Racing Bulls not too far behind on 229. Still chance for them to get back into third, but they need more points than the 11 they scored tonight. Alpine in sixth have 187. Then it's Audi with 120. Aston have 114. We're in ninth with 65 points, 2 ahead of Williams, who on 63, and Haas bottom with 44. And there you see a summary of our pit stops. Not a good stop for Checo on his first stop. A 2.6 for Valtteri on his first and second stops. A decent stop on the final stop there for Perez, but still nearly a second away from getting onto... Sorry, nearly a tenth of a second away from actually getting onto the leaderboard there. But we do comfortably hit our sponsor targets, so that is a lovely little bit of change added to our bank balance. Let's head back to HQ and see if we've had a response from Lewis. We have that spare rear wing complete now. Qatar just 4 days away. We're in the middle of a triple header now to end the season. Were the cars upgraded for this race, or was it just a masterclass in strategy? I'd like to say it was a masterclass in strategy, but no upgrades on the car. But it was more down to, I think, just the new tyre mod. That being just one of those circuits where we were able to control our tyres a lot better than the AI. Which enabled us to end up where we were. The safety car certainly helped. Perez needed to stop a couple of laps after the safety car came out. So we just boxed him when the safety car came out, and then just had to be careful with his next stint to make sure that he would be fine. And that's how he managed to stay so high up. It went against Valtteri because... he was running one place behind Perez, but had stopped a couple of laps before the safety car came out. So everybody who needed to stop then dived in and came back out in front of Valtteri. So, I'd like to say it was a masterclass in strategy. There was an element of strategy involved, but the new tyre mod makes some of these races so unpredictable with tyres. There are some Grand Prix where the AI just churns through their tyres. There are others where they can go 1 or 2 stops. We saw Leclerc dominate the last Grand Prix in Brazil on a 1 stop. He was the only driver to do that. Even we went for 2 stops. So, it's adding an extra element of unpredictability into this season. That's certainly the case. But if a safety car comes out in a race like this, it certainly does tend to throw things a little bit in our favour. Because the AI does like to box under safety cars now. Let's dive into the inbox. So, quite a few emails to look at. We'll start with the monthly affiliates. How have our drivers improved, if at all? We gained a point in accuracy for Logan Sargent. Still not good enough for a race seat. Maybe at the end of next season. Jack still needs a fair bit of work. But he's still young. We've gained an extra point in reactions for Fittipaldi, but he's just our development driver. And Ricardo's our marketing driver, so his stats kind of irrelevant. Main drivers, have we had an improvement this month? Let's see. Point in accuracy for Bottas. Very nice. Very nice indeed. That is one of the stats that did actually go down previously, so it's good to see that go back up again. Let's have a look at what failed. The suspension went on both cars. So we're out of spare suspensions now. And we're back to 2 spare rear wings, but they're due to go very soon as well, I think. Let's change these suspensions. Yeah, medium risk on chassis, front, rear, and side pods there. Moving over to, well, where everything's at medium risk. So we could have to basically replace pretty much the entire car next race, but we're out of spare suspensions. They should last the last 2 races unless we crash. Fingers crossed we don't do that. Let's see what the board thought. They must be delighted with that, surely. Surely they were delighted. They were. Fantastic. Finances. If they're not happy with how the things have been going financially, they're going to hate what's going to happen if we sign Hamilton. I can't even cover his signing bonus with this. Let alone breaking Perez's contract. All right. Let's move on to the beginning of December. There we go. So we get a little bit more money from the board. We're up to 7.8 mil now. Now we can afford Hamilton's signing on fee. Let's have a look. Staff changes. You can see our staff secured until the end of 2028. As for our drivers, Valtteri and Perez both out of contract at the end of next season. Crawford and Law and Sargent both secure for the next 2 seasons. Fittipaldi and Ricciardo tied up for the next 4 seasons. Let's get the pit crew training done. So, we need to strip that out. Go to cumulative. Say very expensive. Valtteri and Perez are on about 12 mil each. I think Valtteri's on 12.5, Perez on 12, or the other way around. One of them's on 12.5, the other one's on 12. And they both have 1 year to go on their deals. Ricciardo, we picked up earlier this year, mid-season, I think it was, we picked him up. He's on 3.5 mil a year. So not that bad, really, considering his rating. And I think we're only paying 350k, maybe a little bit more for Pietro Fittipaldi. Not much, so not that expensive. Things will change if we sign Hamilton. That is for damn sure. Right, let's focus with some gym training at the start of the month. There we go. So into Qatar. Out of Qatar towards Abu Dhabi. Get some gym training in there as well. Back down to 0 for Abu Dhabi. Lovely. And then come out into the last bit of training for the year. So we'll just top their skills up just before they lose a load of skill over Christmas. Try and improve their time a little bit more as well. We'll put some car building in as well, because that's going to go down. That is... what date is this? The 19th. Okay. I like to give them Christmas Day off. Call me sentimental. Give them the Monday off to have a rest on the Sunday. Back to the grindstone again. There we go. Christmas Eve, a full day. Christmas Day off. Saturday, back to work nice and early in the morning. And then we'll finish the month off with car building. I'll finish the year off with car building. So it is something we've definitely neglected this year, to try and work on our skill instead. That'll finish us on 23%, which means we should start the new year with 0 fatigue, or maybe 1% fatigue, but that's fine. There we go. Final training of the year is plotted in. This could be it. This could be the email from Lewis. Oh, he's accepted the contract. Ooh, okay, so that's going to cost me 10.73 mil to hire him. That's got to be breaking his contract. See, it says 23 mil, but that's not right. That can't be right. All right, so I'm not sure if this is actually correct or not. It's telling me it's going to cost me 10.7, which means we're basically paying about 6 mil to break Perez's contract. But that says that it's going to cost me like 23 mil. I don't think that's right. I think it should be closer to like the 6 mil or whatever it is it's going to cost us. So we're going to make a save here because I don't want to knacker up our save file. Because I wouldn't confirm the deal right now without renegotiating with Perez first if we had to pay that full 23 mil. So let's create a save just in case. We'll trust what the email says, and if it breaks our finances completely, then we will roll that back and renegotiate with Checo first. There we go. That's gone through. Perez now only has 4 weeks left on his contract. And it's still saying, look, cost to terminate 17.2 mil. It's come down by the amount that we paid. By the 6 mil or so that we paid. So that's fine. Thank you, Perez, for a wonderful season. For the most part, you've been okay. You've been really good tonight. You've been pretty good in the last couple of Grand Prix. Better than Valtteri, but Valtteri has definitely had the legs on you for most of the season. But your contribution is much appreciated, and I would have signed you into the reserve team to help with marketability and stuff had you not wanted at least 9 million for that. So, yeah, we assigned Lewis Hamilton for next season. Question now is that going to bankrupt me next season? Because that is a huge salary. A huge salary. I think I might see if I can renegotiate Valtteri to a cheaper deal. So let's give him a 2-year deal so that it doesn't break his contract. Let's bring the salary down. Not going to go that low, but I want to see if I can at least bring it down a bit. Get him down to say 10 mil. Let's give him a lump sum bonus, and we'll give him a race bonus of, yeah, if I do this it's gonna piss him off, so let's take that out. Yeah, let's see if he'll take an extension. Current contract 4 seasons. He's not on 4 seasons. Well, it's a 4-season contract but with 1 season to go, so we're offering a 1-year extension basically, but on a lower rate. Let's see if he takes it. He might do. He might come back and say that's not good enough. And if that's the case, then we'll just leave him as is. Maybe we'll replace him with... Oh God, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Putting Logan Sargent next to Hamilton next season. Logan's not really ready, but he'd be a hell of a lot cheaper than Valtteri. hell of a lot cheaper. But I want two cars that are going to have good chances of points next season, not one car that's going to score well and one that's going to be at the back of the grid. I'm wondering if I've made the right call signing Lewis. I mean, it makes so much sense from so many different angles, but the cost is huge financially. 42 mil a season. So, there you see, George is top with 79-point lead. There are only 2 races to go. There's only 50 points available. George is champion. Evening, Adrian. You are so late. But we have signed Lewis Hamilton on 42 mil a year for the next 3 years with a 4.75 mil signing bonus, but no race bonus. So, we're not going to be paying him out if he finishes, in a particular position or higher, because that would absolutely cripple us. So let's have a look. We're not expecting rain for the next race, so be prepared for normal dry weather. It's going to be hot, so tyres could easily overheat and wear faster. So tyre-wise, we could be in for a similar situation as we were tonight, except the air temperature is going to be a lot higher than it was in Vegas, a lot higher. So I think we absolutely are going to need to keep our hard tyres available, both sets, which means softs in practice. Lots of softs in practice. So we can have 2 sets of mediums and 2 sets of hards. It means we'll only have 2 sets of soft tyres going into qualifying, so we probably won't even run. Maybe do 1 run or do just use 1 set of tyres. We're not likely to get out of the session anyway. So at least then we'll have 2 sets of softs, 2 sets of mediums, and 2 sets of hards available for the race if we do that. That is the plan. And we need to clear the debts that we've just built up. So much for getting a little bit more research done. I can no longer do that because I can't afford it. But all the important stuff is covered. The suspension is done. In fact, if we take a look at the rules for next season, there you can see our suspension project has covered off the losses, and we've made a huge gain in tyre wear for next season. 19%, 9% on airflow and drag as well. Everything else has been covered off as well. So starting with the chassis, we've made some nice gains there. We've still got another project coming. Again, it's a low project, so it'll probably push us up to about 10%-ish. The front wing has now covered off everything there, which is nice. Again, about 9% gain elsewhere, nearly 10% on the tyres there as well. So we're going to have a really good tyre wear next season, I hope, combining the improvements here from the front wing and the suspension. Rear wing, you can see that we didn't quite cover off the low speed, unless we've got a project going through right now to do that. I'm not sure if we did or not. We covered off the medium and the low. We've got a nice 10% airflow boost, 13.5% in drag reduction, and nearly 14% in DRS. About 6% on engine cooling. A little bit there on the side pods again. I think we have another side pod going through right now. And then everything covered off as we saw on the underfloor. Let me quickly double check. So yeah, we've got chassis, rear wing, and side pod. So we will cover off that low speed deficit with the front wing. We'll boost the chassis even more, and we'll get another little boost on the side pods, which is the weakest part for next season based on current research. So that'll be good. Hopefully we can take that really big step forward, but we have 2 more rounds to go until then. The Drivers' Championship is now settled. George is the world champion. Not settled yet is the Constructors. 30 points between Mercedes and McLaren. 2 rounds to go with a maximum of 86 points available. Very much all to play for between those 2 teams. Ferrari mathematically are just about in it at 78 points behind. So if Mercedes score 8 points or more, then Ferrari are out. It's that simple. Yeah, 2 rounds to go. Qatar, the desert, it's going to be hot. Tyres are going to be a nightmare. Could we maybe repeat our performance or something akin to our performance tonight? Who knows? I don't think we'll get anywhere near as high up the field tonight as we did tonight, but I think we might knock on the door of points potentially tomorrow if we can keep the tyre pace good despite running hards. We shall see. And then we finish our season on Friday at Abu Dhabi. Don't forget, if you haven't already voted as well, on the poll, there's a poll on my posts tab on my channel at the moment where you can cast your vote or leave a suggestion in the comments for which circuits you would like to see removed next season. We are going down to 20 Grand Prix from 24. Zandvoort is coming out because that's actually happening in 2027. It won't be there. And then 3 more Grand Prix need to be removed. I've put 3 names up already as suggestions, and then a 4th option to vote for other. And if you would rather see a different race than the 3 that I've put there, vote other, and then put your suggestion in the comments. We're also going to increase the number of sprints from 6 up to 10. So 20 races, half of which will be sprints. Let me know if you'd like to see a sprint at a particular Grand Prix. Put that in the comments in the poll as well. And that will be looked at after Friday's live stream, where I can make all those changes ready for the start of Season 2 on Monday. Also, there will be another episode of Jurassic World Evolution tomorrow, and plenty more episodes still to come as well. I'll be doing a short stream at some point this weekend back on Rolling Line to show you the progress I've been making on the rugby station layout. That's almost complete in terms of track work. So if you're curious, then you can check that out. You can also download that layout off the Steam workshop as well. So there is an image, so you've got guidance there on the on my community tab as well, on my posts tab, so you can see what to look for. And yeah, I think that's everything. If you've enjoyed tonight's race, then a thumbs up would be much appreciated. If you haven't yet subscribed, then why not consider subscribing to the channel as well, and be sure to hit that notification bell to make sure you're aware when the live stream starts and also when a new video drops as well. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.